Alrighty, guys. So, welcome. It's Dave Santarelli from the Santarelli Exchange. It's Sunday, January 27th, 9:23 p.m. Guys, I wanted to share with you guys. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? Alrighty. I wanted to share with you guys. It's recorded, guys, so I will upload it and post it to YouTube. Okay? If you guys can't hear me, don't worry. I'll post it to YouTube later. Alrighty, guys, I wanted to share with you how our trading strategy works. As you can see here, we made a 1,400% profit during the month of December when the market was in breakdown momentum. All right, I want to share with you guys how we did this. We took $2,537.90 and turned it into $40,316.04, a change of $37,778.14. That's a 1,488.56% return. We took a small account, turned it into a large account. If you guys follow us on YouTube, what I did was back when I took over the trade room, I taught you guys the system, the trade plan, and then we actually did that trade challenge where we did a virtual trade challenge. We taught our students, our members, how to use our trade plan. They did that, and then we took that small account and we built it into what we have now here, which is I think it's like at 43,000 or 44,000 right now. But we built that over 1,488% in 1 month from, as you can see here, December 1st to December 31st. How did we do that? Well, what we did was we used our system. During the breakdown momentum phase, during the cycle, this breakdown momentum is a cycle. During the breakdown momentum cycle, we were able to take each day, since we were below the SMAs, we took advantage of swing trades with puts, and then occasionally we did quite a bit actually of day trading and using the same trade plan. Okay, so let's take a look now at what the markets are doing now. First off, here's the Dow. Here's the Diamond ETF. We have the 20-day SMA here. It's coming up to that red 50-day SMA. It's coming up along the way here. That's great. Okay, now if we take a look at the Qs, here. People were asking, how did I call this a momentum change way back? And if you actually go back in the trade room and you look, at January 3rd or January 4th, I called this as a momentum change. How did I do that? By following our trade plan. Our trade plan is going to be posted in the Market News tab for those of you watching. It's also going to be posted on YouTube after this is over, either tonight or tomorrow. The actual trade plan. You guys have the hard copy, the Word doc, but right now we're going over what's going on in the market. Okay, so on the Qs, again, we have the cross coming with the 20 and the 50. We already had the 10 and the 20 crossover. We had that momentum change, and we've been climbing. Now, I'm expecting a continued climb this week. But, I think the momentum downward is over for the time being unless tech reports a horrible quarter, which I don't think they're going to do, or a horrible year last year. I don't think they're going to do that. I think we're going to see continued strength with tech. And if we look at Facebook, for example, Facebook has earnings this week. If we take a look at this breakdown momentum we've had for months here. Okay, and as you can see, we had the crossover. Okay, we had the crossover of the 10 and 20 SMA. We had the crossover of the 20 and the 50 SMA, and we're holding above that 10-day SMA. That is strength there, and I expect this to continue to climb. So I got those 155 strike calls for the February 15th Expo. I'm seeing it, if they report well, and like I said, this was a higher risk trade because I got Facebook into earnings, but I do think they're going to do well, and I do think they're undervalued at their price right here. So I did do a small trade on that Facebook, and like I said, I'm expecting it to get back up to 160 to 170 area on a good report or higher. But like I said, we just got that crossover. And guys, with our trade plan, here's a perfect example of our trade plan. Our trade plan works either with the 10 and 20 crossover, like right here, or with the 20 and the 50 crossover right here. All we're looking for after the crossovers, we have to have a green candle. If it's a breakout momentum, we need a green candle above all the entire SMAs, which are the 10, 20, and the 50 SMA. As long as we're above those SMAs, and then we have a confirmed candle, a green candle after the crossover, that's a trade signal right there. So, for example, with the 10 and 20 crossover, our entry would be right here at on January 14th, right here. All right, now if you're using the 20 and 50, here is the crossover right here, but you did not get your confirmed entry until right here, actually, the 25th. And we could have entered there. We actually talked about that on Friday, but I wanted to wait and see what happened over the weekend because there's some pretty scary stuff going on with politics. Trump's with Michael Cohen, his ex-attorney, and all that. So, when you're trading, you really want to make sure you're watching out for those types of details and what's going on in politics and the economy. All right, so this is Facebook, guys. And like I said, Facebook is reporting. Let me see here. Facebook is reporting earnings on Wednesday the 30th. So Facebook reports earnings on Wednesday the 30th, and like I said, if they report a good quarter, a good 2018, I think they're going to continue to break out. We have that crossover here. That's positive. That's bullish. So after Wednesday, if you want to play it on the safe side, if you want to play it safe, you could wait until after Wednesday, after they report, and see if that still follows our trade plan and enter on Thursday. If you want to take a risk, Facebook, for example, I like the February 15th. You could jump into the 150 or the 155 strike calls. That's my personal opinion. Like I said, we got into those, and we could discuss those more on in the afternoon today. So there's Facebook, guys. Like I said, they're reporting earnings on the 30th. We're going to keep a watch on that. Let's take a look at Amazon. Amazon finally had a crossover as well. We had the 10 and the 20 crossover here on the 9th. And we just had the 20 and the 50 crossover here on the 23rd. So this was actually confirmed buy on Friday, but we didn't want to do that with the news over the weekend, so we'll see how today goes. If I remember correctly, the pre-markets, the Dow's down about 44 points right now, S&P, so it's not too bad. So we could keep an eye on those and see what happens. Usually Mondays I don't place any swing trades, so if I do make a swing trade, if it's really a good setup, I'll place it Monday afternoon. If not, I'll wait until Tuesday. But we could definitely do some day trades on Monday here if we see some good opportunities. So Facebook, Amazon, they both had the crossover. Let's take a look at Google. Here's the thing now with Google. I think we have a great opportunity here with Google, guys, because watch this. So if we look at our earnings calendar here, if we type in Amazon, you'll see they have earnings this week on the Thursday the 31st. Like I said, Facebook, they have earnings on the 30th on Wednesday. Google, though, does not have earnings until the following week. So here's the thing, guys. This is the beauty of it. So if Facebook and Amazon report good earnings this week, obviously here, I don't know if you guys know about this, but if you go and you look at like Amazon calls for this week's Expo, for example, right? If you look here and you look at the, let's say the 1700. Let's say the 1670 strike. The 1670 strike, that's going to cost you $51. That's quite a significant move for Amazon. When does Amazon have earnings? Amazon has earnings on Thursday the 31st. So, you need quite a bit of a move. You need like a 4% move just to break even. Okay, now here's the thing. Same thing with Facebook, guys. If you look at Facebook, if you look at this week's expo and you look at the 150 strike, you need a 5 point move just for it to break even. Here, you need just about I'd say a 4% move just to break even. So you need an 8% move this week to make a 100% return on Facebook. But guys, here's the thing. We could do a piggyback trade on Google since they don't report earnings this week. There's not a huge volatility spike for this implied move for this week. So the options are much cheaper. The extrinsic value is much cheaper here. So we could look at something like the 1100 straight call for only $17. Here you go. This you only need so just about the same move as here. About a 1.5% move, you break even. Another 1.5% move, you have about a 100% return. Obviously, you're going to have much more because of theta and your delta. Delta is going to be much quicker if it happens quicker. If you know your Greeks, you know what I'm talking about. But guys, like I said, this is a great trade. We could even do a lower risk trade by going further out of the money. For example, we could do the 1130 strike calls and only for $435 for a single contract. Now, if we look at the support and resistance chart here on Google, let's take a look at this and show you guys what I'm talking about here. So we had the crossover, the 20 and the 50. That's great. We're in breakout momentum on Google. Okay? So now here's the thing. Obviously, this baby, if you keep going out here about a year, you could go all the way up to $1,300. But let's look at the past few months here. Let's say we got up to that resistance around 1150. Okay, that's the first resistance. I think this could honestly get up to $1,200 this week if tech had an outstanding quarter or year. So we could actually see it get up to 1,200. In the time frame, I'm not sure what will happen this week, what will happen the next few weeks. Like I said, if tech reports great this week, Facebook, Amazon, and whatnot, obviously I think Google will follow. So obviously, like I said, this is going to be a great piggyback trade. So if we got, let's go over an example let's take a look at. All right, let's say we got the 1130 strike call. Okay, that would cost you $435. We're going with theoretical move or price right here. So $435. Okay, so if Google got up to 1150, that means this 1130 is going to be worth $20. So $20, divide that by 4.35. That's a 359.77% return. And that's if Google only gets up to $11.50 a share by this week, which, let's see, it's at $1,100 now. 1,100, multiply that by, let's say, 5%. So a 5% move this week would bring it at $11.55. So 5 points above our target. Now, do I think Google could move 5% this week, given that major tech's reporting earnings this week? Well, if major tech reports great earnings, yes, I do think Google could move 5%. Therefore, I love this trade. I'm going to screw around a little bit here with the strikes and see which one's going to give me the best return for the type of move I'm expecting. Like I said, I could see it hitting 1150 this week, not a problem, if Facebook and Amazon report well, and as long as there's not any huge news going on with Trump getting arrested or indicted or anything of that nature. It seems like we're not going to have another government shutdown until possibly February 15th, but that's still quite a bit away. So we'll see what happens, guys, but like I said, I'm personally probably going to be looking to make a Google trade. Depending on how the news is tomorrow, I'll wait until the afternoon to make it, but I will be making that trade sometime this week on Google as a piggyback for tech earnings this week. So that's what I wanted to go over here on E-Trade with you guys. Let me see here. Also this week, guys, we're going to take a look at I did some research, the top performing sectors of 2019, obviously with the Democrats in the Senate now. Healthcare is going to be a major thing we could take a look at, like UNH. United Healthcare, as you guys could see since the election, and since Democrats have taken office, look at the breakout of United Healthcare. So this is in breakout momentum right now. We could actually hop into that. We have some resistance right here at around 270. Then the next area up here at around 278 to 280, and then way up here at 290. So that's one we could take a look at. There's some other healthcare stocks we could take a look at. Financials, obviously, guys. We're going to start taking a look at these for some swing trades. Obviously, day trades. Look at the breakout momentum on the banks, guys. We're going to get into some bank trades here. I could definitely see this getting back up to at least 31.50 here, climbing at least another $2. And if you look at the breakout it's had, it could really get up to that 31.50, which is a $2 rise. I could expect that in, a week or two possibly, if it really starts to continue to break out like it's been. And it is in full breakout momentum here. It's holding above the yellow line, which is the 10-day SMA. And when you have a stock that's holding above that 10-day SMA, you guys remember, take a look at this. Remember for that month of December where we made over 1,400%? Look at here how it was below that 10-day SMA, that yellow line here. Notice how these candles were continuing lower below it, and the bodies. Notice the bodies of these candles. They were fully breaking below the previous bodies here. So that's breakdown momentum. And as you can see on the banks here, this is breakout momentum. So right now she's in full breakout momentum. She's holding above that yellow 10-day SMA, and it has continued strength. So I do expect that to get back up to that resistance around $31 or higher. That could be a great swing trade. Financials, like I said, guys, financials, healthcare, technology has been great, guys. Take a look at Apple. This is another beauty here. Apple's just starting its crossover here. Take a look. We had the 10 crossover here. Apple, the good thing about Apple, it's a great dividend stock, but it definitely has some problems in China and the troubles we're seeing with China. So this is one we're going to take a look at and keep our eyes on. I'm going to wait until I see that 20 crossing 50 before I possibly enter into that. But this is one we definitely have to keep an eye on. We had such a huge drop in this. We have potential for some massive profits in this if we follow our trade plan. But like I said, I'm personally going to wait until we get that crossover. Guys, please mute yourselves. Whoever just entered there, I could hear. Please do that. So like I said, guys, that's what I'm going to be looking for with Apple. Apple looks really great. So that's it, guys. So 2019, we're looking at healthcare, financials, technology. For this week, we have tech earnings. It's a big earnings. Here is our, I think I had something up here I wanted to pull up. So, guys, our trade plan and our game plan for the week. So for swing trades, we just got a crossover following our trade plan on Facebook, Google, Amazon, and coming up on the Qs. Big Tech reports earnings this week. If their earnings go well, we should see a nice continued rally and continued breakout momentum. Okay, most tech reports on Wednesday, Thursday. As far as day trades go, we'll be in the live trade room. We'll see if there's any great trade setups. If there are, we'll make them in there. And guys, also, please understand, we're new to live streaming, so I want to start doing some live streaming daily. I wish there was a way where we could do like a side-by-side picture, half the screen, my screen, and half the screen, you could see the setup and what I'm talking about. I'm still trying to look into that technology. But like I said, guys, that's our trade plan and our game plan for the week here. We have those crossovers, so we are in breakout momentum. But like I said here, we have big earnings this week. If we didn't have earnings this week, I'd be buying in the morning here or in the afternoon. But like I said, with earnings coming up this week, we have to be cautious. If you want to be safe and play it safe, wait until after earnings before you get in. And then after earnings, if things still look good and the charts are still following our trade plan, then we can enter into some trades. Or if you want, like what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little trade here on Google that follows our trade plan. It's going to be a piggyback based on earnings, and it's a trade that could possibly make me around a 400% percent return this week. So I'm going to put a little bit of money into that trade. I know it's a higher risk trade, but I like it. I like the risk to reward ratio. So I'm going to be watching Google for a possible entry in the afternoon tomorrow. And like I said, guys, the futures are just down a little bit as of right now. We'll see how things go tomorrow. If anything, we may do some day trades tomorrow. We wouldn't do any swing trades until the afternoon if we do make them. But, guys, also what I wanted to go over here, something big we've been doing here. Let me see here. Alrighty, guys. So as you can see here, the market news section, we're just redoing this, and we're making this into a section where we could do videos. We could post things in here. So as you guys see here, I'm going to start doing a daily post in the market news tab. I'm going to show you guys where the markets are. Here's the Diamond ETF. I'm going to show you guys daily where we are, and I'm going to give you guys basically a review of the day below here. So I'm going to start doing that starting this week. You could get that. It already changed. Great. Trade plan and market news. I'm going to be posting the trade plan down here as well. I just made this area right here so you guys could see what to expect. I think this part right here is open to the public, but the content of it is not. This is just for members here. But anyway, as you guys could see here, you could go to it if you like a section here. Here, you could take a look. So I could actually share this. If you guys like something we're talking about, you could actually share this on Facebook, and it would be great. So if you guys have any questions, just comment, let me know. But if we do make a trade, it would be on Google. I love this crossover here. It's looking great. So if we make a trade, it'd probably be on this. And guys, let's have a great week this week. And let's continue with the camera. If you guys like this as well here, the screen sharing, let me know. Alrighty, guys, take care. Have a great night. If you need anything, just ask in the trade room. See you guys soon. The live trade plan, guys, I'm going to make that and give that to you guys. That'll be in the market news and trade plan section.